It's an unfortunate truth, but in today's world, men in the dating scene have to be constantly alert for women who are looking for just a free meal. Let's take a look at a few clips to really understand what's going on here.
So this is my best technique for exiting a date without arousing suspicion. I just act like I'm having a really good time, and I make great conversation, and I just make them believe that everything is going great. And then when the date is over, I leave and we never talk again. So like I can do like 2 to 4 hours with someone that I am not interested in whatsoever. And like, you know.
So it's just leaving.
Yeah, it's just leaving once the date is over. I don't like making people feel bad, you know? At least, yeah, so I'm just like, I'm actually just getting better at going on dates with people who don't make my brain feel like it's going numb.
Yeah.
Which, kudos to me.
As a wise man said, OnlyFans detected, opinion rejected. Be mature and genuine. If you're not interested, just address the situation and end the date. Don't stick around just for a free meal and drinks. That's not mature.
Matt.
I'm not selling the car.
Yes, you are selling the car. I already told you. It's either the car or our family because I'm
What are you
I'm pretty much
talking about
over it.
right
Yes,
now?
I'm pretty much
You're
over
literally
it.
making 0 cents right now.
Matt, I am 1,000% serious that the more I think about it, it just pisses me off about how much money we spent on that car or how much money we could be saving
right
if
now?
we got rid of your car. I already told you, it's me or your car.
Okay, that's not a realistic
Okay, well, you
thing.
choose.
Are you being serious right
Yes,
now?
I'm dead serious.
We're not selling the car. There's
Yeah.
no reason to sell the car.
Okay, whatever.
What are you talking about? What are you doing? Did you really just throw that out there?
Yes. Don't pull over.
Did you really just throw your ring out there?
Yes.
I don't care. Why the hell would you throw it out the window?
Because you're making me angry. I already told you it's me or the car and you're not deciding. All right, well, don't bother stopping because I don't want to wear it.
I don't care if you don't want to wear it. I'm finding the ring.
Why?
What are you talking
Just leave
about?
it there. It's fine. I don't want to wear it anymore.
Okay, well, you're going to wear it. What are you talking about?
Well, you made me mad, so no, I don't want to wear it.
So you throw out your ring?
Yes, I don't want to wear it
Because you
anymore.
got mad?
Yes.
She has the emotional integrity of a 6-year-old. Find the ring, pawn it, and buy parts for the car.
Listen up. Why is it socially acceptable for a woman to tell her man to not like other women's photos, but then it's also socially acceptable for her to post a bikini photo and her boyfriend not care? Like, just someone explain it to me, please.
Because a girl wants her man to worship her and only her, like she's some kind of untouchable goddess. But at the same time, she craves validation from every other guy out there.
What's your name?
He humbled her
Isaac.
so quick.
Isaac, what do you rate me out of 10?
I'm happily married, so I would not rate you. So.
Okay, so if you had to rate me, if you didn't have a wife, come on.
That'd be a 1. It's a little desperate, that's why. So. The most important person in my life is my wife, so she's number 1.
So cute.
Why do some women crave validation from every man they meet, even those who are clearly devoted to their partners? Isn't it admirable how this man stays true to his values and prioritizes his wife over meaningless attention?
How much should a guy earn for you to date him?
Over 500k, close to $1 million. If he doesn't, I'm not gonna say yes. Do you hear me?
How much should a guy pay for the engagement ring?
He needs to pay again. 500. He gets paid every year. 500. He saves that towards the ring. If he doesn't, he's gonna get a no, and it's gonna be embarrassing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What would you want his income to be? What kind of range would his income be?
Like 300,000. I'd have to say 127.
$500,000? Is that bad?
Probably 150 to $250,000. That's my guess. 150, maybe to 250,000 a year. Ideally, like 650,000. You have to really think about the lifestyle that you want to live when it comes down to vacation.
Some women are downright greedy and foolish, pushing men into a financial rat race to prove their worth. They parade around with sky-high expectations while offering nothing but a shallow presence in return. It's laughable how they think wealth defines a man's value, completely ignoring that money can't buy a real relationship. Men, remember that your true value lies in who you are, not what you earn. Seek partners who appreciate your character over your cash. Be wary of those who measure worth with wallets.
Why did no one tell me that men just don't get told nice things, apparently? Today I told my boyfriend, hey, you're deserving of love. And he cried so hard he got a nosebleed on my new dress. I'm not mad about the dress. I'm not mad about that at all. I'm mad about the fact that in his 18 years of life, no one, not a single person has told this man that he's deserving of love? Are you
We don't talk about our feelings because our girlfriends make a video about it.
Do you think I'm as beautiful as the castle and just as magical?
Oh, no. No.
Okay, could you rate me on a scale from 1 to 10?
4.3.
Smash or pass?
Pass.
Jesus.
The woman in this exchange is drowning the man in narcissistic nonsense. Women have a knack for seeking shallow praise and then throw a tantrum when they don't hear what they want. Men can't even give a genuine response without getting attacked. The real problem is the women's excessive demands, not the man's honesty.
It's just weird talking to my little brother, so.
No problem. You can't say little. We the same age, darling. Let's be respectful.
You sound like him, though.
That's so because we from the same place. So you don't like people from your hometown.
I never said that.
And that's respectful. I can respect that.
I just want a man with a higher vocabulary,
okay,
which you don't have on your day-to-day speak. Speaking to all the other women, trust. I know. You're good.
I talk like where I was born from. I got a real like respect. I can't let you like, you feel me, throw down what I've been through. You feel me?
I never said what you went through was.
I'm just saying though, you tried though, darling.
No,
you feel me? So I want you to know like I'm really from struggle. I speak a certain type of way, but I've searched for education. I have a bachelor's degree.
Fine.
You feel me? What I do right now, I work with people every day. So I don't want you to just throw shade on hood nigga in general.
I wasn't throwing shade on you,
because I speak with a little slang. I got a little hood to me, but I'm educated, baby.
No, that's fine.
We can move forward. Thank you.
Okay, let's go ahead and go to our three ladies. That's
Yet again, we see an instance where a woman is placing unrealistic expectations on a man, faulting him for his natural way of speaking, rather than appreciating the depth of his experience and the authenticity that comes with it. Isn't it funny how she criticizes his speech, yet hardly acknowledges his accomplishments or struggle? Instead of valuing his authenticity, she's more concerned with superficial indicators like vocabulary, ignoring the fact that real intelligence and experience aren't confined to how fancy your words are. When it comes to connecting with someone, it's not about the facade or putting on pretenses with fake briefcases or flowers. It's about the real connection and understanding. But of course, this isn't appreciated. Men have to put up with petty critiques, all while managing to keep their dignity intact.
One of my favorite things to do on Hinge is when a guy asks for my phone number in the chat, I will send him my number if I'm into him, but I won't type it out for him because that's just too easy. I will send a voice note with my phone number so that they probably like have to get like a paper and a pen to write it down and like probably listen to it a couple of times, unless they have a very good memory and they could just listen to it once and remember it, which if that's the case, impressive. Just the thought like that they might have to go get a paper and a pen like old school days and like write down a phone number just kind of cracks me up. I don't know, little things like that just bring me joy. Okay, bye.
Once again, another woman overcomplicates what should be child's play. It's not rocket science to exchange phone numbers, but here we are, playing dumb games because she's seeking attention. Ever notice how it's always us, the men, who have to bend over backward for these trivial tasks? It's frustrating, but we'll handle it, as we always do.
I had no idea there was such a disdain for single moms up until this post. And I'm really perplexed by this because single moms are where it's at. We have unlimited supply of snacks, juice boxes, water bottles, baby wipes, because you never know when you're going to spill shit. I can whip up the most elaborate meal on the planet with the most random ass shit that I've got in the pantry just to fill your belly. So I don't know what kind of weird ass trauma that you have against single moms. But I can tell you, you're fucking missing out, bro.
Men typically prefer partners with lower past relationship counts and are reluctant to raise children that aren't biologically theirs, and often avoid dating women who frequently go to bars and clubs. These are fundamental male preferences, yet some women seem genuinely shocked when they step outside their echo chambers and face this reality.
Would you rather marry a guy who is rich, buys you a ton of fancy but cheats on you, or marry a broke dude who can't buy you and he doesn't cheat?
I'm gonna say the first guy. And here's why.
This is why the red pill community exists.
At least she didn't lie. But it's clear where this is headed. She'll probably file for divorce, take half of the guy's money, and leave him high and dry. Her type is always on a mission.
By the end of the date, the waiter came up, the kind waiter, all on one bill. And me, be the lady, I'm not answering the question. I do not know what that waiter just said. I'm looking directly at you, sir. And he looks directly at me. Get this? We can split it. You okay with that? We can split it? And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. And I was like, Abby, do not make a face.
It's amusing how as soon as the bill arrives, modern women suddenly start reflecting on what it truly means to be a lady. But the second they step out of the restaurant, it's back to calling people bro, throwing around F-bombs, and tossing modesty aside.
Men only want one thing, and it's not money, it's not power, it's
appreciation. The answer is appreciation. Men want to be appreciated for all of the hard work that they do to feed a family, to drive, to lead. They're the ones that start the conversations. They're the ones that act out on the date, put themselves out there, have to pay for it. They just want to be appreciated and not be told that they're the worst, that they're the devil, that they're awful human beings, because that's just not true.
We're not looking for constant appreciation. We just refuse to be disrespected. A man shouldn't have to grind all day, face the stress of a demanding job, and then come home only to battle with a combative wife. Home should be a place of peace, not another battlefield.
You said in your 20s you was having fun. Would you say that you bamboozled a bunch of men?
hell yeah.
Okay, fair. So we're in agreement, right? You know why men in their 20s can't bamboozle women? Because we don't got no money.
Period.
So you know what happens? We spend all of our 20s getting bamboozled. A beautiful woman like you, who we may have thought like that could be my wife, and you bamboozled us in our 20s. Now a nigga got money now.
Time to do the bamboo.
It's time to do the bamboozling. And what happens is when a woman is now in her position, late 20s, early 30s, she's like, I'm ready to be someone's wife. And I'm not saying it's okay.
Right.
But what I'm saying is that you had your time to bamboozle. A man can't bamboozle until he got the resources to do some bamboozling. Show me a black man in their early 20s who don't come from a prominent family who got resources to bamboozle.
That's true.
Women not being trained by older, experienced women on how to be a wife, or even a strong, balanced partner, is a huge detriment, not just to them, but to society as a whole.
So how do you feel about me doing OF?
Number one, I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
I don't want to know anything about it. Ever since you were little girls, you and your sisters, I've taken the approach that you guys are essentially Barbie dolls. There's just blank underneath whatever clothes you guys are wearing. So I don't...
We're just smooth.
Yeah, no, I don't know anything about it. I don't want to know anything about it. I don't know anything about... I don't have apps on my phone. I can text and I can make phone calls.
Is that because of what I do, or?
No, it's just because I'm old and I don't know shit about shit. I have way too many ex-wives to be on social media. No, I don't need my business out there, and I'm not, it sounds horrible, but I'm not that interested in other people's business, so.
Your poor father, this is every father's worst nightmare, no doubt. Sure, you've got money coming in from getting blown out online, but let's be real. Money isn't everything. It's a temporary fix, a shallow victory that doesn't build character or respect. True value comes from self-respect, integrity, and long-term vision. Your dad probably imagined a different path for you, one where you didn't have to trade your dignity for a paycheck. It's not about judgment, it's about potential. You're worth more than likes, subscriptions, and quick cash. The question is, do you see it?
There's one guy that was too nice for me.
Hmm.
It was one of those, you know what I mean? That I wasn't in the state of mind to receive.
So when he was too nice, what did you do?
I guess shut him down. You know what I mean? Like, I just shut him down. My issue was, the more like you give to me, the more I feel like I owe you something.
Hmm.
So when a person is so giving and I'm not ready to receive it, it makes me feel emotionally responsible for them. You know what I mean? Because they're doing XYZ for me, I have to be doing this, you know what I mean? And I have to be giving them that. And sometimes people just give to give. It's not a game of like give and take, but I find it really hard to not give back if someone is giving me something.
But do you think he deserves better?
I think he did deserve better for how nice he was.
For me, this whole nice thing,
Nice is a lot of quality time, a lot of resources put on me, a lot of protection and attention. Remembering every single thing, which is a huge thing for me because
that's beautiful.
I tend to think guys don't remember anything. Like, they just don't listen. Guys are so forgetful. And also he's a bit too controlling too soon. But everything else he ticked.
She wasn't emotionally available, not even close. And let's be real, she wasn't emotionally mature enough for that guy either. He was out there trying to build something real, while she was stuck in her own world, playing games and dodging accountability. Yeah, he definitely deserved better.
My husband and I met. It was great. I had plenty of it. I enjoyed it. He enjoyed it. We had fun together. And then once I knew I had him, I put walls up. I didn't want to get undressed around him anymore. If he came in and he tried to hug me, I would jerk away. And I had all kinds of stories built up about why I was doing this. I denied to myself the real reasons why, which is what most of us as women do. I didn't withdraw it or withhold it completely. Women listening who are open-minded, you'll know that we have this mental calendar where it's like, okay, I had it. That'll probably buy me a week or two, and then that time starts running out and we start building this anxiety of when we're going to need to engage with again, to give just enough to make it seem just enough to keep getting what we want. And we let our stories and our games begin. And the sad part is that a good man falls for all those stories.
How are you victimizing yourself while admitting to manipulating your spouse? Some people use intimacy as a tool to get what they want in a relationship, which can be a manipulation tactic. If someone offers connection and affection only until they feel secure, then withdraws it, it creates a sense of betrayal. Real relationships need consistent intimacy, not intimacy used as a way to secure someone. Thanks for watching. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on the various things we discussed in this video. Share your thoughts in the comments below. For more Judgment Unfiltered, drop a like on this video and subscribe for more.